So you want to make your first £1,000 profit from sneaker reselling. And believe it or not, this is going to be your hardest and biggest step when it comes to your reselling business. In fact, it was easier for me to make £1,000 to £10,000 than it was to make my first £1,000. But why is that the case? Simply because everyone overcomplicates it. When starting off, making your first £1,000, you need to go back to the fundamentals. So all of the content creators that say, buy used shoes or buy resell and sell for resell, it's all one big lie. In fact, it can actually lead you to losing a lot of money. So here is 3 things you should do to make your first £1,000 profit from sneaker reselling. Follow these steps and trust me, you'll be in good hands. So the first question, what sneakers should I actually be reselling? Now, many different sneakers do resell, however, also a lot of sneakers do not resell. You want to be focusing on hype sneaker releases. These are things like Jordan 4s, Dunk SBs, Travis Scott, Off-Whites and so on. But why do I say this? Now, there are hundreds of different sneakers that potentially can resell, however, will just take longer to sell. Let me give you some examples. This is a £100 sneaker. This is also a £100 sneaker. Which one are you going to pick? Well, I'm hoping you will pick the second option, and this is simply just because of how it looks and supply and demand. Yes, both of these sneakers can actually slightly resell for a small profit. However, you're not going to be waiting 6 to 12 months to sell a sneaker. You want to be going for the sneakers that are high in demand. So currently the sneakers that you want to be focusing on is good colorways of Dunks. These are normal Dunks. They tend to be a lot more lower profit margins. However, they are quite in demand. And these are SB Dunks. As you can see here, they look a little bit different. They have thicker laces, they have a thicker tongue, and both of these, depending on the colorway, have quite good profit. Now next up you have Jordan 4s, possibly the most popular model in the UK at the moment. A lot of good colorways of Jordan 4s will retail for between £180 to £220 and looking at resell above the £250 mark, with really good colorways like this retailing for £180 and actually selling for £400. So Jordan 4s, keep an eye out on. Now the next one is Jordan collabs. Now these are shoes like the reverse mockers. This is a Travis Scott sneaker. You have the purple lobsters. These retail for only £100 and actually sitting around £2,000 now. And just below you even have Off-White sneakers. So these are Off-White Dunks. Again, retail for £100 and looking at about £400 resale. So these collabs are very, very exclusive and they are very, very hard to get, but definitely keep an eye out on them sort of releases. Now another good sneaker to resell is Yeezys. Now I would have never mentioned Yeezys about 6 months ago because Kanye and Adidas had a big breakup and they stopped releasing Adidas Yeezys. However, they have now started to re-release the inventory they have left. And that's 1.3 billion worth of stock, guys. So we've already seen a Yeezy day where they dropped loads of great foam runners, loads of great Yeezy slides, and also some really good Yeezy 350s. And a lot of these do resell. Now, yes, this is the only remaining inventory they have left. However, there is still going to be a bunch of releases, such as more Yeezy slides, more foam runners coming out, more Yeezy 350s, everything possible that does come out, definitely worth to keep your eye out on, because we are due more to come out. So Yeezys, definitely on the list. And lastly, we have this sneaker, and not really this sneaker, but the silhouette of this sneaker. So this is a reimagined colorway, meaning that these actually released all the way back in 1977, I believe. That's definitely probably wrong. However, they remake them in a reimagined format, and they have started re-releasing them essentially. So we've had these, we have the Jordan 3 white cement, we've also got the Jordan 4 breads reimagined releasing soon. So if you ever see these reimagines coming up, so if they're remaking an OG model, definitely worth keeping your eye out on them. But now to get onto the more important stuff, and this is how are you actually going to cop these sneakers? Because these are going to be very, very exclusive and also very, very hard to get, guys. So the way these sneakers work is they'll have a release date and they will sell out on that day. Now, many different retailers will get these sneakers. So Nike will do a launch on the Nike Sneakers app. They'll also have other retailers such as End, such as SNS, such as Size launches, such as Foot Patrol launches. All of these will get these profitable sneakers. However, they will launch them through raffles, meaning you enter your account into the raffle and on the day you'll be notified whether you win or lose. So what you're going to do, you're going to fill out your information into the raffle and then you're going to press enter and hope that you win on the day. You won't get very far doing that. In fact, if you even want to chance at copying these sneakers, you're going to need to do a little bit more than that. Think of it this way, every normal person is going to be entering one account into this sneaker. So think about these hundreds of thousands or even millions worth of entries for a couple thousand pairs of stock. It's not looking good in chances, guys. So what you're going to do is you're going to enter multiple accounts into these raffles without getting filtered. So great, you're probably thinking now I can make a load of emails, I can get a couple cards, I can enter my same name and all that. Again, you're not going to get far doing that. So all these different raffle sites have different filters. What does that mean? Well, essentially think of it as if I enter loads on the same name, loads on the same address, the raffle site is going to notice that it's me doing multiple entries, and they're basically going to avoid all of my entries. So me thinking I've got 10 entries in actually means I've got 0 entries in because I haven't changed my information, meaning I'm going to get filtered. Kai, you're really confusing me now. You're telling me I need to enter multiple accounts, but I can't use any of the same information. How am I actually going to enter multiple accounts? Well, there are ways to get past these filters, such as things like jigging your address. So a site may not allow you to enter the exact same address, but you can do little things like change your first line address just a slight bit so the raffle retailer won't know it's you. Say you have 1 John Street on screen. Why can't you also put house.1 John with an extra N and street as STR? That parcel is still going to be delivered to you. You still got the exact same postcode, and you're also not going to get filtered. Now, another main filter of all of these sneakers are also the IP address, meaning if you enter off the same phone, they're going to know it's pinging from the exact same phone. So there are also ways around this, such as entering through different phones, or if you're using a raffle bot, you can enter through proxies and so on. However, more about botting a bit later on in today's video. So you're watching this video wanting to know how I can actually get started right now. So let's give you a more in-depth, step-by-step what to do. You see these profitable sneak releases like the ones you have seen before, releasing in a couple days. You start to see these different raffles pop up and you'll start entering your accounts. You're going to get friends to enter for you, you're going to get family to enter for you, you're going to use different information, you're going to use different cards, you're going to use different emails, and you're going to ping as many entries as you possibly can into every single raffle, because that is going to 10x your chances of copying these sneakers or even multiple of these sneakers. As I mentioned before, this is going to be your best way of making a lot of money as quick as possible with the minimal risk. And guys, it's literally completely risk-free. If you cop one of these sneakers that you can't sell, or it's looking like you're going to lose money on a sneaker, you can just package it back up, send them back to the retailer, and you're going to get a perfectly 100% refund on the item. So there's no risk. Once you start entering multiple entries into these sneakers, you're going to start getting W's, guys, and then these sneakers are going to come in, you're going to be able to resell them for a profit, and then you're going to be rich. So that is tip number 2 on how you're actually going to cop these sneakers. Step number 3 is get yourself a mentor. Surround yourself with people who know what they're doing. This is how I got taught, this is how you should get taught, and this is going to double your speed of learning because you're going to have someone you can just ask anything you want to about. Even smaller things such as what filters does a certain retailer use, or even where can I find out about all of these sneaker releases? Well, by being in a community of other people, you're able to ask these questions. It's going to speed up the process and make your life a lot easier. And don't get me wrong, guys, once you made that first couple hundred or first £1,000, you can look into things like botting, buying for resale, investing, break flipping, loads of different aspects of reselling that you definitely have to look forward to. But remember what I said before, stick to the basics. If you start buying loads for resale, you run the risks of getting a fake sneaker and losing a lot of money. So where can you surround yourself about all of these upcoming sneakers? Well, lucky for you, I run my own group where we're going to teach you how to do that. And yes, this is now the time where I'm going to tell you about Kaikicks Apprentice, because this group is made for you watching this video. I run a group where we teach you everything about sneakers. This is all of your one-on-one support, all of the upcoming sneaker releases. If you want to start botting, if you want to start brick flipping, anything to do with sneakers, we've got you covered, all right? So if this does sound of any interest to you guys, we're giving you a 7-day free trial, top link down in the description below. And after that, you have the option to stay or whether to leave after a 7-day free trial. There is no hidden cost, guys. But we've been running for over a year now, with all of our reviews being 5-star and over 250 paying members. We have members making a couple £100 a month. We also have members making a couple £1,000 a month. So what do you think? I think it's a fairly good trade-off for something that's completely risk-free and free. So if you're interested in that, top link down in the description below, guys. Now remember what I said, first £1,000 of profit sneaker reselling is going to be 10 times harder than making £1,000 to £10,000 profit, because everything is going to be new to you. You're still learning a new skill at the end of the day. So the more you stick at it, the more shoes you're going to cop, the more money you're going to make, and overall the better business you are going to build. So what is stopping you guys? Sneaker reselling is not only a great side hustle to get into, but can also turn into a full-on business that may even turn into your full-time income like it has for me. It all depends on what you're willing to put in and see if it's for you. Now, has this video actually helped you in any sort of way? Please do like today's video, subscribe to the channel, let me know what you think about today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. 7-day free trial if you want to join Kaikicks Apprentice, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.